Oh, Sana, my heart breaks for Oseam's hand. Hi, hello, let's get into the anime review. So, the youngsters decided to organize an event called Fun First. Funny, Utenjiwe did not understand this event from the start, but it seems like OJ was going. OJ tried to extend the invitation to Utenjiwe. Well, Usi Mtanda as a event promoter, she was expected to be there. And Uvelapi was like, you know what? Even though Uvelapi, it seems a bit clear that Uvelapi did not get along with the guys who were organizing this event. But he was like, I'm going to be there to support Usi Mtanda. Really, the event came. The event looks beautiful. The only thing I did not like about this event is that we are currently still in winter in South Africa, and this event was giving spring has sprung. That's how they say it, right? But I'm like, we are still in winter, okay? We are still feeling very much cold. So why is this event giving spring? But otherwise, once they got into an event, therefore Velaphi was told that he cannot enter the VIP section. Velaphi's ego was a little bit bruised when he found out this. If anything, he did offer that Usi Mtanda should not attend the event as well, since he is not allowed, and he left the event. This seems like someone tried to spike Siam Tanda's drinks. Is the guys, actually, the events organizers spike Siam Tanda's drink. Before you know it, Siam Tanda is dizzy, and yep, you have guessed it right. They took advantage of her body, because she was out of control. She couldn't speak for herself. She couldn't say no. She couldn't say yes. So simply because she was out of it, they took advantage of her own body, which is sad. Like, it's beyond sadness how they took advantage of Samsanda's body. And not only did they do that, they also made a whole video recording. It does seem like the video will be shared with most students amongst the university. And obviously, who wouldn't be suicidal after such humiliation? So I wouldn't blame Usi Mtanda if she will feel a bit suicidal, because what a humiliation. What a humiliation or ritual. Kesana, this is beyond being humiliated. Beyond being humiliated. It's just a humiliation ritual. It seems like Usi Mtanda will try to shift the blame to Velaphi, to say, you were not there to protect me, you were supposed to be my protector, you were never chased out of the party, you were just chased out of the VIP section, you should have waited around for me, which I do feel like Velaphi will carry the guilt a bit with him. What happened to Usi Mtanda was uncalled for and was definitely unfair. Nolita had to sacrifice her body just so that she can be able to pay for Kuma's hospital bills. We all know that making a deal with Mapoloba is like making a deal with devil himself. When Nolita came crying at Mapoloba's door to ask for money so that she can pay for her husband's hospital bills, guess what Mapoloba asked for? For Nolita's body. At that moment, she felt desperate and she felt like she had to do it. I'm surprised that Solomzi did not step in and step up and offer to pay for Kuma's hospital bill, knowing exactly how Kuma got shot. But Nolita did indeed sacrifice her body, and it looks like it will work, because here is Kuma is awake in the hospital, so they managed to save his life as soon as the hospital bills were paid. But I really, really feel sorry for Nolita. I feel like she keep on sacrificing so much for Chuma, she keep on sacrificing so much for Chuma, and as soon as Chuma finds out, I know that Chuma will not be happy. So now the biggest and the huge awkward conversation has to happen between Chuma and Solomzi, where Solomzi has to explain that no, Chuma, listen, I did shoot you, but it was completely by accident. I did not mean to shoot you, and I do apologize for shooting you because it was an innocent mistake. I wonder if Chuma will be convinced that it was a mistake, and I am hoping that the Sekulu brothers, just for once, they will put their differences and target Mapoloba, because clearly they do have a big fish to fry, which is Umapoloba. Really, I don't like how Nolita had to just sacrifice her body the way that she sacrificed her body just so that she can be able to save Uchuma. And how Solomzi just look back and really never try to help Unolita. And I feel like Unolita at this point, she feels like this is her cross that she has to carry alone, all by herself. And well, we all know that Umapoloba is also portrayed as a very much a clean freak. And the way that he was also wearing gloves and be like, listen, I am not willing to touch you with my hands. This illustrates that Mapoloba portrays Unolita as someone who is dirty, who is beneath him, but yet he's the one who wants her rather. Yeah, guys, like a whole lot is happening. I just cannot wait to see Uchuma and Usolomzi taking a much needed revenge on Umapoloba, because I'm like, Mapoloba. Velaphi collapsed in the party whilst they were still welcoming a new mayor, and he was rushed in the hospital. It is suspected that his cause of injuries, it's because you remember Velaphi was once attacked by Umapoloba. So now Uchuma had to tell Usolomzi that, listen, we need to work together to take Umapoloba down, because Velaphi's sickness is actually caused by Umapoloba. Now the real question here is, will Chuma be willing to put the differences that he have with Rebecca and work with Rebecca? Because one thing we know for sure is that Chuma does not trust Rebecca. Now, not Umam living with Ujafta for Australia. I am so sad that Mam Sondo could be living Gesit. I love her character. But yeah, the way she announces it, that, hey, you guys, I am living with Jafta for Australia. Now, I did saw the trailer whereby it looks like it's going to be someone's funeral, and I'm just like, who might have passed away? But when Mercedes said, oh, the only thing he left to me is a check, I'm like, okay, it's definitely my Mercedes' husband that might have passed on. One thing about Isita, it's full of comedians, not Utenjiwe partying with university students. I'm eyeing her so hard. Yo, Solomzi. Solomzi on Isita, the enemy has been always putting himself in trouble. Did he not pull the trigger and accidentally eliminate the mayor? Now he went back to Nandi's house, and Unandi Kesana did not hesitate to call the cops and says that she thinks not her husband, who is Solomzi, has killed someone. Now it does seem like the police will go to Solomzi's house, and Nandi will try to change her story and says no, it's not actually what she saw. One thing about Solomzi, will put himself in trouble, and one thing about Rebecca, have a super soft spot for Solomzi, because who else is going to come at Solomzi's rescue now? So Rebecca will feel compelled to come on her son's savior and be her son's savior and try to save the day in trying to say, listen, this is my son. I will not let him burst under the water, and I will make sure that no one ever finds out that my son tried to eliminate the Mr. Mayor. Now, Uchuma also will find out that Mr. Mapoloba is the one who tried to eliminate or kill Velaphi. Now, this seems like the relationship between Uchuma and Mr. Mapitoro Poloba will deteriorate as soon as Uchuma finds out. And it does look like Uchuma and Usolomzi will work together in trying to frame the mayor as the one who was pushing the corruption of illegal coal. Your Anashem Ujafta doesn't really have a huge problem with his sister or Rebecca. Because tell me why he has been so... Tell me why he has been having a long face ever since his sister Rebecca came back, okay? According to Ujafta, he is in support of his girlfriend Unomsa, because we all know that Unomsa and Mama Rips do not get along. And I'm just like, you know what, Jafta, like I do like Mom Nomsa, but when it comes to Rips, like please leave Rips alone, okay? Jafta, go sort out your issues with your girlfriend and make sure that you stay far away from Rips. We are happy. We, the viewers, are very much happy for Rips return. Rips Kasana, Rips. I am here for Rebecca. No one can convince me otherwise. So, Kasana Lwami. So, yeah. And Usana, the brothers continue to fight Usolomzi and Uchuma. They continue to go each other hardcore on each other. It is said that Uchuma will also go as far as getting Usolomzi arrested. And listen, Usolomzi will underestimate the anger that Uchuma have for him in thinking that Uchuma can easily withdraw his statement, but Uchuma was like, so Zekasana, I ain't withdrawing anything. Your son, Uvelaphi, nah. Like, Uthenjiwe deserve happiness, okay? As soon as Uvelaphi finds out that Uthenjiwe is shaking up with his roommate, he totally lost it, okay? He threw tantrums. You would swear that Uvelaphi is 3 years old. Even giving up on school, returning back from arrest, because according to Velaphi, he felt embarrassed by his mom. I'm just like, Velaphi, please, bro, go throw your tantrums far away from us, because Uthenjiwe deserves a little bit of happiness, okay? She really does. The girl deserves it, okay? And, now, Uthenjiwe, of course, tried to be a good mom and put Velaphi first and tried to talk to OJ. But you know what, AJ? I'm not going to allow my son's future to be ruined just because I'm not a good mom, okay? I did not know that you and Velaphi know each other. I did not even know that you are a student in university. So now we need to end our thinging. Uthenjiwe tried to bully OJ into telling him that he has to leave their residence, but OJ was like, Andy and down, things are moving quick between Uthenjiwe and OJ, because tell me, why is Uthenjiwe holding a whole pregnancy test? I'm like, Sana, we are moving on a fast wave. Sana, to say we are moving on a fast wave, it's even an understatement. Like, Siamuva. This is Angas. Siamuva. Oh, and yeah, obviously both Umam Nomsa and Uvelaphi are not taking this well. Uvelaphi also tries to say, you know what, I will not be allowed to be bullied by OJ. I'll go back to my residence and I will tell OJ to move out. But OJ usisoze sana na andindawo, and me and your mother are in love. The sooner you accept that, the better. Shoo! Sana, Rebecca, and Mahloko were on a one-on-one shootout. And it was so hectic, Sana, because Nandi's auntie really wanted to get Rebecca. And she did manage to shoot her on the shoulder. But before you know it, Rebecca avenged herself and managed to put Nandi's auntie down. Now, what makes me laugh, what's really hilarious, is the fact that Nandi and Rebecca's brother, Jafta, were there just hiding out, not helping, not stopping the fight, doing absolutely nothing to stop the fight, and they act shocked. I'm just like, wow, those two, they honestly watched two people be in a shootout fight, and they were not bothered. They were not bothered. Now, I don't know how will Jafta tell uNomsa ukuthi Rebecca is still alive. We all know how Nomsa feels about Rebecca, and how Nomsa was not convinced in the first place that Rebecca is no more. So now Jafta have to convince Rebecca ukuthi Jafta have to convince uNomsa ukuthi you were right. Rebecca is still very much alive. Now let's talk about umuntu kaNandi. Oh, sana uNandi uzitholela isigantsonto. So Nandi is with a man. Nandi is with a man, okay? And honestly, I don't know, guys, when they were attacked on that camping that they went to me, it felt like a little bit staged, and I was like, this attack, it feels a bit staged. It feels like OJ just wanted to get close to uNandi, and he asked himself how is the best way that he could do it, and he found Uguti, you know what, probably using the fact that Nandi, or rather just planning a fake attempt, may help him, of which I think it did help him to a certain extent, right? Now, the shocker here is that the same OJ is going to be Velapi's roommate. Velapi will then find out that OJ and his mommy are busy doing up and down, even Kivongo izinto zabathabazala. Now, Rebecca, I don't know if she will be charged, but she was taken into the police station for questioning, because she can always say it was self-defense. I don't know if Solomzi will come to his mom's rescue or not. But yeah, the fact that Rebecca deceived everyone, that's also something to be discussed. Uguti, babe, we honestly thought you were no more. We thought we buried you. You deceived us. And here you are, still alive. Like, why would you deceive us like that? So yeah, guys, those are questions that we should ask ourselves. Mavovo is finally caught by uNandi and uSolomzi. Nandi is shocked to honestly find out ukuthi her auntie had something to do with Solomzi being paralyzed. But of course, after they tried to run away, they were caught by uMavovo, and Mavovo is like, listen, ain't no one is going nowhere, not until we resolve things, okay? Mavovo does try to explain that this whole thing has nothing to do with Solomzi and Nandi, but have everything to do with Rebecca. Now, Rebecca, as soon as she had Ugunzi, Solomzi and his family are being held hostage by Mavovo. Well, according to Mavovo, she's really not holding them hostage, but she is, considering that Solomzi is paralyzed. So now Rebecca has to make a plan to come and meet up with uMatlotlo in the house, uMavovo in the house, to sort it out. This is the condition that Mavovo has put for Rebecca, to say, listen, if you want Solomzi and his family to walk away free, you need to come to me and we finish what we have started. Sana, I don't know. I don't think Rebecca has a plan. I don't think Rebecca has a plan. But of course, being a mom, she got too emotional and she was like, listen, the only thing that matters right now is to go to that house and try and save my son from uMavovo. Now, uSolomzi did instruct her uNandi to run away, and uMavovo is just laughing and be like, okay, so what's the plan, Solomzi? Nandi has ran and left you. What is your plan right now? Because you cannot run. You are paralyzed. You are in a wheelchair. Yeah, I guess tonight we are going to be seeing if Rebecca will save the day. Will Rebecca save the day? Yes or no? Big question.
Solomzi is now crippled, and he strongly suspects that Nandi's auntie could have something to do with it. Of course, he loudly accuses Nandi's auntie, and it seems like Nandi is also a bit doubtful because of the sculpture that Nandi's auntie brought home. But of course, Nandi's auntie defends herself and says it was not her. And it seems like Nandi's auntie will try to plant the motive